Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's quick card. This one is a little different. I actually found it on Split Coast Stampers, and it's not like your typical card. It doesn't open like a normal card would. So for example, what I'm trying to say is where a normal card would open like this one opens this way. It's called a hinged card. Isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? So it opens this way. So today I want to show you how to make this card. The stamp set I am using is Mixed Strengths, and I've done a lot of pretty cards, but this one's more fun. It's just a fun card. So let me get started on this. I'm actually, all these stamps, this one, these, that one, and the inside all come from this stamp set. So we'll be using several stamps at once. So the first thing I want to do is stamp first. So for our mug, before I get ahead of myself, you're going to need the mug image, and then you're going to need this image right here. This is the liquid or the beer or whatever it is. And this is called two-step stamping. And the ink I'm using is Early Espresso and Daffodil Delight. So I have my scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to stamp our mug first, like so. Okay. And then we're going to stamp the inside of the mug. I got it. And so I apologize if I get my head in the camera. Actually, I'm going to pull it out of the camera so I can see where I'm stamping. Okay, I'm going to slide it back in now. Okay. So the liquid actually fit inside the mug like that. Isn't that cool? That is very cool. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. This little piece of Whisper White is this piece right here. It measures 2 inches by 3 inches. And we're going to use Clink, Cheers, and here is To Your Amazingness. I'm done with the daffodil. That's the only thing we're going to do. So everything else is stamped in Early Espresso. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp Clink. I'm using a lot of blocks. I had to dig out another block. And then Cheers. I'm going to stamp those images in the 4 corners. Then here's To Your Amazingness. Gets stamped right in the center. Okay. I'm going to set those off to the side. Now, our card base, which is just one piece, does measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp Every Hour with You is a happy one. And it goes in the upper right-hand side of the card, or on the base. So we're going to get all the stamping out of the way. So it's going to go up here in the corner. Like that. All right. Our stamping is done. So I'm going to go ahead and set the ink pads and the stamps out of the way so we have a little room to work. So all that is stamped. Now I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm just going to quickly cut out the beer mug, or fussy cut. Wonder where they came up with the term fussy cutting. Just because everybody gets fussy when they actually have to cut something out. I'm terrible at it. I rather have dies or maybe already pre-cut. So I'm just going to kind of see what I mean? I'm not very good at this at all. Anyway, okay, we cut that out. I took time and did cut out the little handle. I thought I'm not going to do it in the video because that just takes forever. Okay, so we got our mug. Okay, let's work on the card itself. All right. So over the card, and I didn't do it on the bottom piece, but I think I will on this one. You're going to need 2 pieces of just a solid cardstock that measure 4 1/4 by 3 inches. So this is going to be our cover. One piece will go up here. One piece will go down here. And I don't know if you can tell, but see how they overlap? Where they overlap at on that edge, oh, good grief. Okay, keeping this all together. Where they overlap on the edge is actually where we're going to put our brad, okay? So that's where it's going to go. But we're going to decorate it first, and then at the end, we'll put it all together, okay? So I got 2 pieces of soft suede cardstock at 4 1/4 by 3 inches. And then I got 2 pieces of the Wood Textures Designer Series paper. These measure 4 inches by 2 3/4. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. I kind of like this side better. We'll go with it. And we're going to go ahead and get these put down first. Like so. Okay, one's top, one's bottom. Then you need another piece of soft suede that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then our 2 inch by 3 inch Whisper White cardstock will go on top of the soft suede. And I apologize, I bet you're seeing all the little frayed edges right here. That is what happens when your blade on your cutting machine gets really dull. I got one on order. Can't wait till it gets here. But I'm like, oh, that looks bad. And it does. It does look bad. Okay. All right, let's take our bottom piece and the clink. I'm going to go ahead and attach that down, and I'm just going to put it straight down. I'm going to try and put it more towards the top, because what I found out, I don't want covering it though. I'll stick it right about there. All right. I want to have this top piece sit right behind it, so it's actually holding the top piece in place. Okay, see what I mean? So when I open it, you can come up like that, but it also slides in right behind that piece. It just sits there. Okay, that's what I'm trying to accomplish. Okay, so we've got this much done, and this is going to sit here. Okay, we do not want to attach this bottom piece until very, very last. Okay, and I'll show you why. All right, for our top piece, we'll have our beer mug and Old Olive. Okay. We have Old Olive Baker's Twine. And I just had it. Oh, fudge. Okay, give me a second. I literally just had it. I don't know where it slid off to. Oh, there it is. I found it. Good grief. All right, sorry about that. Old Olive Baker's Twine. And I'm assuming guys aren't much for bows. So I'm just going to tie a knot. And if you hear a little meowing in the background, it's Mama Cat, and she has 2 babies in here. They are so cute. So cute. And we ended up putting them in here because we do have a dog that thinks she's the mom, and it's just, it's a mess. Okay, I'm going to take dimensionals And I'm going to attach our beer mug. I'm going to put one at the bottom and one at the top. That way it lays, my beer mug, the baker's twine lays like between the two dimensionals. This one has 3 on it, but the dimensional lays right on the top of that knot, and it kind of bows the beer mug a little bit. So I thought, well, maybe we just put it in between. I'm going to scoot this back over just a hair. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. There's our top piece. Okay. So we are assembled. Now it's time to tie the whole thing together. You will need a brad. Brads you can get at Walmart. You can get at, in the craft store. I'm using one that's kind of a darker color. That'll work. It's not very big, but it'll work. It'll work for what I need it for anyway. Okay. Now here's the trick. You'll need a paper punch or maybe a little something sharp that you can poke a hole. I have a crop-a-dile that I use. And so you have to do this. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. Because you're holding 3 pieces of paper and trying to poke a hole through all of them. Okay. Also trying to line things up. The reason you do not want to adhere this bottom piece yet is it does need to give a little when, see what I mean? It's just really hard to get it together. Okay, like that. Now holding it all together, I'm using the smallest part of my crocodile. There we are. Okay, I'm going to take this. Well, maybe I can. My thumb's in the way. There we go. Let's try that. I think I got it. Oh, yay. And in the same breath, put your brad in. Like that. Okay, we need to tighten it. Uh-oh. Oh, it didn't go. It didn't go. Okay. We have an uh-oh. That's okay. I know what to do. I got the edge. I knew that was going to happen. Got the edge of the card instead of... Should have moved it up a little. Let's try it up here. Okay. Okay, there's where it's supposed to go. Okay. Well, now I have a hole. You know what? We can fix it. Take your baker's twine. Okay, get the hole open. Make a bow. Oops. Well, that was unexpected, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I'm just going to go ahead and quick. Not going to be a pretty bow, but it's going to be a bow nonetheless. There. And then from there on, you can straighten it out to wherever you want to. And I don't know why my baker's twine twists, but it sure does. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of a, okay. This one's a little different. Actually, that looks pretty neat, but you can still kind of open it. It's a little tougher than this one, but that is how you make a hinge card. And that is today's quick card. So Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week. Bye.